The final voice bank in the Vocaloid 3 launch period comes from Internet Co. They saw the success Krypton Future Media was having with their append series for Miku and Rin and Len. So in January 2011, they announced that Gumi would receive her own version of an append, known as Megpoid Extend. During late spring 2011, they released a few demos utilizing beta versions of Gumi's Extend voices, but I can only assume the responses were less than great, because most were taken offline shortly afterward. Internet Co. eventually scrapped the idea of an Extend and decided instead to release them as V3 Megpoid, Gumi's Vocaloid 3 enhanced voice banks. V3 Megpoid offered Gumi users new voice banks such as Sweet, Power, Adult, and Whisper. While these new voice banks shared the same basic concept as the Krypton Vocaloid appends, V3 Megpoid is different in a couple of important ways. Firstly, they did not require owning a copy of the original Gumi voice bank and could be purchased separately, so they were a great value if you only wanted one or two of the voice banks. But for the audience in general, the more important aspect was that these new voice banks were designed to be similar to her original voice bank. The Krypton appends were about giving producers more options, and the V3 Megpoid voice banks do that as well, but there was more of a focus on refining the voices than differentiating them. This means that the V3 Megpoid voice banks don't offer Gumi users as much diversity as the append series, but the upside is that these new voice banks are even better and smoother than Gumi's original voice bank, which was already one of the best. If you're a Japanophile, you're likely familiar with otaku culture and the many jokes made at its expense. If you don't know about otaku culture, then you won't understand why Tone Rion was created. Tone Rion was developed by the aptly named Moe Japan, and she was released on December 16, 2011. Her name contains the kanji for sleeping rabbit, and she is said to be from 100 years in the future, where she sings and dances in Akihabara. In the past, I have said certain Vocaloids such as Sonica were developed for and marketed to the Vocaloid fandom. Those Vocaloids were not created to be used by big production studios to make professional music albums. They were designed to be used by amateurs, but still good enough to be used by professionals. Tone Rion was an attempt to take the concept of directed marketing to the extreme by creating a Vocaloid for otakus in general. While most female Vocaloids are designed to be cute, Tone Rion was designed to be moe, a somewhat complicated concept to those unfamiliar, but let's simply say she was designed to appeal to a certain audience. But it wasn't just her looks. Her voice was also geared toward the same concept of appealing to a certain group, and this has limited her. Like the early Vocaloid 2 voice banks, she was not intended to sound like her voice provider, but to match the concept the developers had in mind, so her voice is slightly robotic and nasal. She is considered to be one of the weakest entries in the Vocaloid 3 series. Wow, it's been a long time since we've seen an English Vocaloid. Power Effects got together with a new company, Vocatone, to produce another male English Vocaloid. But this one would be different from the likes of Leon and Big Al. Enter Oliver, who was released near Christmas 2011. Oliver is the first English Vocaloid 3 voice bank, and he is also the first English Vocaloid to be voiced by a young boy, an anonymous 13-year-old British choir singer, which is a happy coincidence as choir singing is his optimum genre. Although there have been many young male Vocaloids, Oliver was the first to be voiced by a singer who was both young and male, giving his voice a lot more authenticity. He has also received much more positive feedback more quickly than the other English Vocaloids have. In fact, within a short time after his release, there were more pieces of fan art of Oliver available on Pixiv than there were for some Japanese Vocaloid 3 characters. Part of the reason for this has to do with his novelty as being a legitimately young male singer. But more than that, Oliver had a direct connection with the Vocaloid fans while he was still being developed. His developers occasionally posted updates of his development on a popular English Vocaloid fandom forum, and Oliver has his own Facebook and Twitter accounts. He is the first Vocaloid since Hatsune Miku to have a Facebook account. Like the other Power Effects Vocaloids, Sweet Anne and Big Al, Oliver is also meant to be more of a cyborg than an android, but it was decided to give him bandages instead of stitches. In fact, one of the first promotional songs for Oliver was the three of them singing a modified version of the Addams Family theme song together.
They're creepy and they're kooky, mysterious and spooky. They're all together rookie, how AtH family. Neat, sweet, petite. Their house is a song program where people come to hear 'em. They really are a Rion, the AtH family. So people keep on listening, we gonna sing a new song. It's gonna be a good one, the AtH family.
My breath escapes, I can see it leaving. As it dissipates with each solemn sigh, whisper to me on this snow-covered field that we'll always be together. Long winter time is half gone. One more time we talk while we're gonna walk. 'Cause we got just 1 second till eternity. If you wait too long, maybe the chance is gone. So you got just 1 second if you come with me. You will not decide what is wrong and what's right. Shine a light, let the memory find its way once more and fly, even for a world to soar to the sky. Oh, it might
In January 2011, there was a TV show broadcast in Japan called Vocaloid Revolution that was basically a Vocaloid-centered talk news show. It held interviews with developers, gave information on upcoming Vocaloids, and broadcast new Vocaloid-related songs and videos. The mascot for this show was named Cull, short for Culture. She was used occasionally with the Vocaloid V08 as her voice, and she must have been pretty popular because Yamaha and Internet Co. decided to turn her into her own Vocaloid. Released just shy of Christmas 2011, Cull's voice provider is one Miss Kitamura Eri. Like Lily, Cull was not designed to be a professional singer, but more of a character, used to act in guest appearances, and she depended on her already existing popularity to sell her software rather than other forms of promotion. She was received rather well, no doubt helped by her powerful voice, but she has since dipped in use.
朝起きて歯を磨いて制服に着替えて駅のホームで一人であの人待つの偶然を装って影におはようでいいで一緒に投稿するのでをつなぎながらお昼休みに一緒にお弁当食べて一緒に勉強して二人抱えてまた現日でこっそりと間違ってのキスして好きな気持ちが家と変わる夏に会う時心が動いていく君の視線が私をずっと見続けてる美しくなる乙女心に輝いてるの大人になっていつか輝き続けてたいのもしなくて不利な笑顔を作ってたいつかだって昨日が見えなくなったのは僕の心の見透かすように君は糸を泳いでる僕の中身がみんな君に見せてあげるから君の痛み君の心もギリギリ悩ましいです運命なんて負けないわ縛るのはいつもちょっと
向かったぞ口コミ男子禁制の組長追い続